today being on Sunday, so we've come actually to the end of this week. So what we'll do is we will take this time or this period to at least go through what we've been doing for the last week plus. So welcome to our YouTube channel. Remember, this channel belongs to you and I. And are you happy? Are you grateful to be alive? Yeah, you see, these are blessings actually. Nobody is guaranteed to be today here. So personally, I'm very, very happy, and I hope you're doing great. So welcome to our YouTube channel. My name is Mark 29. So what I actually planned for today is, since we've been doing live for the last week plus, so I decided today what I'll do is I'll go through what we've been doing for the past week. So maybe it could be that you missed something during the past week. So today I'm actually going to read the stories that we've been reading, but I've decided I picked I did pick those that I think are supposed to at least be, you're supposed to know, that is. Yeah. So welcome to the bizarre stories, bizarre news. Yeah. So I actually picked around 30. So our first bizarre story or our first bizarre news is going to be a 12-year-old nuclear scientist. And then a student from Dallas may have become the youngest person to achieve nuclear fusion after a 4-year science project. So this student here actually took a period of 4 years to come up with a project whereby she built a nuclear. Yeah. Nuclear fusion. That is really amazing. So friend, if maybe you are joining us right now, kindly support us by subscribing, and we will really appreciate so much. So what we are doing is we are I can see somebody known as De Sususu. Yeah. Hello, how are you? Thank you for your comment. Kindly, if you are joining us, support us by subscribing, and we will really appreciate so much. So Holly Morgan, how are you? Hi Holly Morgan, I hope you are doing great. So friend, if you are joining us, kindly support us by subscribing, and we will really appreciate so much. So this is a 17-year-old. Thank you, Holly Morgan. Thank you very much. Thank you for subscribing, and also thank you for commenting. We really appreciate that so much. So this is a 12-year-old girl who's built a nuclear fusion in their home. She actually spent okay, Morgan, thank you very much. You're saying you go. Yeah, thank you. So that was actually our first bizarre story. So moving on to the second. Remember, I picked from the ones that the ones that I've been reading throughout the week. So those ones that I saw were supposed to at least be given the priorities to at least be read again. So that is what I did. So that was our first bizarre story. Moving on to the second. A roasting reward. It says winners of a cricket tournament in Uttar Pradesh, India, were reportedly awarded a live roaster instead of a traditional trophy or cash prize. Yeah. Oli Morgan is saying you are here. Okay, thank you very much. So this is weird. You see, normally when somebody or when a person has become a winner, or when somebody has won something, normally the person is given maybe money, prize, prize wise, or trophies. So these winners here of a cricket tournament in India, they were given a roster. I believe you know what a roster is, like the male chicken, a roster. Walimweka was saying, okay, I have to go. I am playing among a third. We are sorry, bye. Thank you, Morgan. Enjoy your day and thank you very much. So friend, also if you are joining us right now, kindly support us by subscribing and we will really appreciate so much. So what I was saying is, normally whenever somebody wins something, winners are rewarded, like given prize, either money or trophies. So these winners here in our cricket tournament in India, Uttar Pradesh, India, excuse me, they were given a roster. Yeah, so obviously when you are given a roster, what you're going to do with it is you're going to slaughter it, eat it and forget. Yeah, but when you're given what we call a trophy, you'll keep it somewhere to at least remind you that in maybe a certain year I won this is what I won, and at least it's a legacy. Yeah, you'll even show your children and your grandchildren, and your children will show their children, like it will be there. So when you're given a roster you'll go. You see, a roster cannot be kept like forever. A roster, you'll tame it, and then a time will come when maybe you want to slaughter it so that you can eat it. A roster is a cockerel, similar to a cockerel. So you cannot actually keep it the way you will keep what? Trophy, or maybe if you are given money, at least money, you'll actually buy something and then keep it and then remind yourself that I did compete and then I won this. So these guys here were given a roster. Actually it was one. Yeah, it's saying a roster awarded a live roster instead of a traditional trophy or cash prize. So friend, that is our second bizarre story. And also kindly, if you're joining us, support us by subscribing and we will really appreciate so much. Thank you, friend. So moving on, that was our second weird. Norwegian Olympic medalist paused a live interview to admit to cheating on his partner, turning a sporting triumph into viral relationship drama. So this person here is a medalist, is actually a winner. You see, okay, you can become number 2 but also get the medal, but obviously a medalist is a winner. So this winner here at in Norwegian, he paused the interview just to admit that on a certain day, today's date 22nd or 23rd, like on 23rd of February, I cheated on my partner. So this guy actually paused an interview to admit to cheating. Do you see how weird that is? So somebody like maybe I am here seated interviewing you, and then you pause, you say, hold on first. There's something I want to say. And then maybe you're given the mic, or you take the mic and then say, on the 23rd of February 2026, I did cheat on my partner. So the interview was turned into a viral relationship drama. Very weird. So that was our third weird story. Moving on to the fourth, the snake woman stunt. Number 4, listen to this. In India, a 24-year-old woman's disappearance sparked local frenzy after her family found a 5-foot snake skin and bangles on her bed, leading villagers to believe she had transformed into a mythical Nagin. Police eventually tracked her down and revealed she had staged the scene to elope with her partner. So this lady in India, there is a myth about a lady formed to become a snake. So it's a myth actually. So this lady here sat somewhere and then thought, I want to escape with my partner, with my lover. So how will I do this? How will I do it? So she decided, like, what I'll do is I'll stage a stunt whereby I'll bring a snake skin and bangles and then place them on my bed. After doing so, we will run away with my partner. So she did that, like she staged this stunt here. I do not really know where she got this snake skin from. Obviously, the bangles, you can buy bangles from anywhere, in the market, maybe in the supermarket, anywhere you can buy bangles from. So this lady brought bangles and a snake skin. Now that is the hardest thing. Like, I cannot really stand up from here and then go find a snake skin. Like, it's close to impossible, but she did it. She brought a snake skin, bangles, placed them on her bed, and then escaped with the boyfriend. So the family and relatives and villagers believed like this lady had turned into Nagin. It's a mythical in India. So the police said, no, what we'll do is we have to look for this lady. Okay, they began the search. They looked for her and finally they found the lady, and the lady admitted that I faked that stunt so that I could run away or escape or elope with the lover of my life. So this is what love can do. Yeah, you can even fake your own death so that you can run away with your lover. Yeah, that is very, very tricky. I pray that you do not actually find yourself in such a situation whereby you'll I'm just trying to figure it out, like, how? Come on, no way. Nah, that is not right. You see, you left behind a family that was really worried, like, did you really turn into a snake? Yeah, you see, if maybe you had your parents who are maybe of age, like they were old, they could even suffer heart attacks, or maybe like, what do we call it, sugar, how do we call it, high blood pressure, such things. So friend, if also you're joining us, kindly support us by subscribing, and we will really appreciate so much. Thank you, friend. So if you ever find yourself in such a situation whereby you want to elope, but you are like pulling a certain stunt whereby you fake, maybe you died, or maybe you transformed into a chicken, or a dog or a cat, kindly do not do that. That is very, very wrong. If you want to live with the love of your life, just go to your parents, tell them, and to do this and this and this. Obviously, their parents who will be like very stubborn, like, why do you want to do this? Like, no, you shouldn't get involved with maybe Inomak. He's not a good guy. We want the best for you. We will do this and this and this. You see, obviously there are parents that will do that, but at long last, maybe they'll realize that, like, this is the person who makes you happy, and you are supposed to be with the person who makes you happy, and not the person that somebody wants you to be with. This is about your happiness and marrying somebody you love. Remember, this is a partner, a lifetime partner, not like something you're going to, a trial thing. Nah. So friend, be very, very, very careful with whatever you do. Yeah. So I believe, you see, there are people who do not really believe like there's something known as love, and obviously when it comes to love comes from a man to a lady. from a man to a lady, and not from a lady to a man. It's a man who's supposed to love a lady, and not the other way around. A lady is supposed to respect the man, the husband. Yeah, the hierarchy of love is God, man, woman, children. God loves man, man loves the wife, wife loves the children. That is the hierarchy of love. That is how it was supposed to, not was, but that is how it is. Like God is at the top, followed by man, then the wife, then the children. So God loves the man, man loves the woman, woman loves the children. Not the children love the mother love the father love God. No, it's the other way around. So kindly friend, if you're joining us, support us by subscribing, and we will really appreciate so much. So that is the hierarchy of love. So friend, that was a bizarre or weird story number 4, whereby it's saying the snake woman stunt. In India, a 24-year-old woman's disappearance sparked a local frenzy after her family found a 5-foot snake skin and bangles on her bed, leading villagers to believe she had transformed into a mythical Nagin. Police eventually tracked her down and revealed she had staged the scene to elope with her partner. Wow. That is really, really weird. Like you've transformed into a snake and then you go away with your lover. Okay, that was bizarre or weird story number 4. Moving on. Remember, we have 30. Yeah, in total. So on to number 5. Cocaine in the timber. Police in Queensland, Australia seized 3 tons of wooden planks that were allegedly being used to hide 100 kg of cocaine, estimated to be worth roughly $14 million. Yeah. 14. So these people were really, like, they were clever. They went and brought wood, timber, and then they made holes like in the timber. Now let's assume this is timber, this is a pen. So they made holes. Yeah, similar to that hole. So they made holes in the timber, and then they stuffed those holes with cocaine, and then they covered the timber. And now surprisingly, this cocaine is worth $14 million. But unfortunately, this cocaine was actually like nabbed. It never got to where it was intended to be taken to. Yeah? Cocaine in timber. Police in Queensland, Australia seized 3 tons of wooden planks that were allegedly being used to hide 100 kg cocaine, estimated to be worth roughly $14 million. So these guys were really, like, very, very wise. But unfortunately, their wisdom, like, came to an end. Maybe did not make it. The wisdom never made it. But if it could have made it, these guys could be worth $14 million rich. Yeah, this is happened in Queensland, Australia. So I was actually, the other day, I was trying to figure it out, like trying to imagine, like, these guys really made holes in timbers so that they could ferry cocaine. Yeah, wisdom. Yeah? wisdom at its best. So that is weird story number 5. Moving on to weird story number 6, baboon sibling rivalry. It says, researchers in Namibia released a study today showing that adolescent baboons feels insecure or feels intense jealousy, frequently throwing tantrums and interfering when their mothers groom young siblings. So you're telling me that baboons also get to the adolescent stage. Adolescent, like from which year? You see, the thing that I know about animals is a mother can be a year older than the daughter. I mean, the children, like the calves, lambs. Like a mother can be even, can be a year older than the. It happens in animals, not in human beings. It cannot happen, but in animals it happens. So I'm trying to figure out, like, where does this teenage period begin from? Like how many, from how many months? Teenage. You see, an animal cannot actually live the way we live. Like we understand that teenage life begins from the age of 13 to 19, the teen, yeah, the teenage period. So do this, how do we call them? Is it baboon? Do baboons actually, maybe if on the comment section you can at least tell me about it. Do baboons really live the same, like the lifespan of a baboon? Does it, like, is it similar to ours? If maybe you know, kindly tell us, and also support us, friend, by subscribing. So is the lifespan of a baboon similar to ours, so that we can understand from there that they live for a certain period? Yeah, if maybe you know, kindly tell us. So it was really this weird story number 6. It really like it came as a shock. Like, how can a baboon be at, okay, let's leave that adolescent aside. Now we are coming to intense jealousy. So the adolescents do not really want their mothers to, like, what do we call it, groom, like take care of the smaller ones. So they began throwing tantrums and causing a lot of disturbance. Like they want to, there is a certain clip that I was watching the other day whereby I saw a mother. They were actually like so many clips, then they were joined together to make one large clip. So it was actually like showing mothers coming from the hospital, and then the newborns meet their elder siblings, not too old, but maybe 3 years, around 4 years. And then these elder siblings were really like, why did you bring somebody else? Like they feel like the newborn is going to take their place. Like they're going to be displaced by their siblings, now the newborns. And then there was other clips that were showing mothers maybe come with twins. They went to the hospital, and then now the bigger kids are like, Mom, why did you bring 2? You could have just brought 1. Yeah, and those clips are really amazing. They're really good. So friend, if you are joining us, kindly support us by subscribing, and we will really appreciate so much. Thank you. So that was bizarre story number 6, baboon sibling rivalry. Researchers in Namibia released a study today showing that Adolescent baboons feels intense jealousy, frequently throwing tantrums and interfering when their mothers groom young siblings. So that is bizarre, a weird story number 6. Moving on to the 7th, AI wildlife warning. It says experts are sounding the alarm today over fake AI-generated wildlife videos, including a viral clip of a leopard kidnapping a train passenger, warning that they are distorting conservation efforts. So people, you see the bad side of AI. So people are making videos whereby a leopard is actually like, yeah, a leopard kidnapping a train passenger. I've not actually come across that video, so I'm trying to figure it in my mind, like a leopard kidnapping a train passenger. So friend, if you're joining us, kindly support us by subscribing, and we will really appreciate so much. Thank you. So that is weird story number 7, or bizarre story number 7, whereby experts are sounding an alarm over fake AI generated wildlife videos. If maybe you want to do a video, do not really make a video of maybe a lion kidnapping somebody. Obviously, you see, there are people who do not really understand the thing with AI. If they see a lion kidnapping maybe a person, they'll believe, like, from here in the village, if I show maybe my mother here in the village, I show her that clip, she'll believe, whoa, what? So a leopard can kidnap a person. So she'll believe like it was a real video taken. She'll believe that. So, friend, I apologize for my light. It has really failed me. So anyway, there are people who are not really familiar with AI. So if they see something on video, they'll believe it's real. You cannot even convince them that there's actually not real. They'll believe it's real. So that is the reason as to why these experts are warning, do not do that, kindly. So that is bizarre story number, a weird story number 7. So friend, if you are joining us, kindly support us by subscribing, and we will really appreciate. I apologize for the light. Yeah, seems like my light is actually not working today, so apologies for that, but we can use what we have, even if it's not so much. We'll use it for the time being. So that is the weird story number 7. Moving on. Hi, somebody known as Oreste Ndambikunze. I think was it you, or maybe there was somebody else? Ndabikunze, if maybe you are not the one that we spoke the other day, I appreciate. Thank you for your comment. Ndabikunze Oreste. Also, if maybe you've not subscribed, Ndabikunze, kindly support us by subscribing, and we will really appreciate that so much. So moving on to the story number 8, it's saying the literal cat burglar. A school in New Zealand finally caught a serial underwear thief on camera after a year of missing garments. The culprit was a local cat. Now this is very funny actually. So you've been undergarments have been missing, yeah, pants have been missing for a very long time, a year, almost a year. So the other day I gave an example whereby when I was in high school, we used to wash our pants and then place them somewhere so that they can get maybe sunlight, you see. And then when you came back, at least to take it back or maybe to go and keep it, you'd find like it's missing, like somebody has taken it. So it was really, really tough. Like, how can somebody steal your innerwear? It never made sense. So these people here, maybe they also believed that there are people who were coming and then taking or stealing their innerwears for a year, 1 year. That is a very long period of time. And then finally, when they installed CCTV cameras, they found out that these pants, they were not really being taken by a person. It was a cat that used to come in whenever there was nobody, and then it goes with maybe one, it takes 2 or 3. Wow. So where was this cat actually taking these garments? Like, after stealing them, where was it taking them to? Or maybe what triggered it? Like, because we actually have a cat. So the cat normally has a behavior whereby if maybe it smells something sweet, something good that maybe it likes, it will come and steal. It will come and try to take it away. So why was this cat actually taking these underwears? Like, what was the reason? What was making it to steal them? So that is what I've been asking. So unfortunately, it's a cat, so we cannot actually question the cat like, why were you stealing the underwears and where were you taking them? So the cat cannot actually answer us. Yeah, so that is really tricky. The literal cat burglar. A school in New Zealand finally caught a serial underwear thief on camera after a year of missing garments. The culprit was a local cat. A cat. So the cat has been stealing our underwears, and we have no idea where it has been taking them. You see? Wow. That is really tricky. Very, very tricky, friend. So I'm trying to at least find a better position to place our light, but seems like we'll return it where it was. So are you as surprised as I am? Like, really? Really? So it's around 2 a.m. in the morning. 2, 1, 12, 11, 1, 2, 3, 4, 10, 5, 9. Okay. Yeah, so friend, that was Bizarre Weird Story number 8. Remember, we have 30 in total, so we are going to be here for a very, very long time. Moving on to weird story number 9. A man in Ohio accidentally made a mistake while purchasing his usual lottery ticket, which led to him winning $291,000 jackpot. So you make a mistake and then the mistake ends up getting you rich. $291,000 is a lot of money. Like a lot of money. Like it's too much actually. If I transform this money to my 291,000, so the currency, the like a dollar is about 130 Kenyan shillings. Yeah, so I'll do the math. 291 times this, I'll tell you actually exactly. 3 7 carry 2 8 1 9 2 sorry 8 73 then 1 9 2 it's not mathing, it's not adding up. I believe it's like I've forgotten my math, my multiplication. I've actually forgotten it. But anyway, 291, converting it into my currency, it will be almost 30 something million Kenyan shillings. 30 something million. Wow. So friend, you were supposed to maybe like play this lottery for around maybe $290 and then it ends up giving you $291,000. That is a lot of money. That is a lot of money, friend. Yeah. Wow. Yeah, I can see the comments here. De Sususu, you've written something that I do not really understand, and then I can see Holly Morgan, you're saying yes. Yeah, I said you just subbed. Thank you very much. Okay, Cindy, go. You have to go. Okay, I do not really understand to the last part, and then I can see you wished me a good day. Thank you very much. There is somebody known as Ndabikunze Oreste. You're saying hi to Ndabikunze. Thank you very much. I really appreciate your messages and your support. Moving on to so this man here that was our 9th bizarre, a weird story. A man in Ohio accidentally made a mistake while purchasing his usual lottery ticket, which led to him winning a 291,000 jackpot. Wow. That is a lot of money. A lot of money. All the best to this winner here. So someday also we'll be winners. Like whatever you're doing, continue. Let's continue to push it, like no giving up. Okay, so weird story number 10. Salary surprise gone wrong. That is the title, and then it says a viral video shows an anniversary surprise turning into a disaster when an Rs2 lakh salary, approximately $2,400, attached to balloons, floated away into the sky. Oh my God. This is the Indian currency, I believe. RS2 lakh. I do not really know if that is how you pronounce it, but that is how I read it, like lakh. Which is about $2,400. So imagine, friend, a scenario whereby you maybe have rent to pay, or you're supposed to take your children to school, pay their fees, or maybe you're supposed to buy food to feed your family, or maybe you have somebody who's sick and you're supposed to at least pay for his or her medication, and then your money just flies away. You see your money flying away. That is really, really bad. That's really sad, man. You can actually joke with everything that I have, maybe that I own, but do not really joke with my salary. Like, why are you putting my salary in a balloon? Or like attaching it to balloons? My salary, you're supposed to give me, like, this person here was playing with another person's money. You cannot really convince me that they were not playing with that money, because how can you tie somebody's salary to balloons? So the balloons flew away with that money. $2,400 flew away in balloons. Yeah, I joke with everything that I own, that I have, but kindly do not joke with my salary. That is like my life. The end month is here, and then I'm supposed to take that money and maybe do some budgeting, maybe buy some shopping, and you're here joking with it, like you're bringing it to me while you've tied it to balloons, and then by mistake you let go, so the money flies away. So you have no money to pay me. I've been working for the past maybe 4 weeks, and then my salary has gone. Really? So that was sad. Weird story number 10. Moving on to weird story number 11. Liama Police Code. Is it Liam or what? I believe so. So in Derbyshire, England, a man attempting to evade police by hopping a farm fence was thwarted by 8 llamas that encircled and trapped him. The farm owner reported that the animals acted responsibly and efficiently to hold the suspect until officers arrived. So these animals actually somebody saw a criminal trying to jump and evade the police. So what they did, they surrounded this guy, and then they never moved, like they were intact. So they stayed there until police came, and then they moved for the police to take this criminal into custody. This happened in England. So in England, you guys have very wise animals, very bright animals. So animals can actually like detain a suspect. So these animals actually never went to school. They have no education, but they are very wise. Yeah, very, very wise, very clever. England, Derbyshire. You have very, very good animals, very bright, very smart animals. You guys, you're blessed. Like Liama Police Code. In Derbyshire, England, a man attempting to evade police by hopping a farm fence was thwarted thwarted, actually the other term is blocked, by 8 llamas that encircled and trapped him. The farm owner reported that the animals acted responsibly and efficiently to hold the suspect until officers arrived. So these animals actually deserve a reward. Like they're supposed to be paid very, very well. Yeah, they did actually an amazing job. So they're supposed to get the VIP treatment because they're wise, very wise. So big up. I'm even clapping for these animals. I know they will not get this information, or maybe they'll not hear what I'm saying, but they did a great job, like detaining somebody, a criminal. Obviously, somebody who's trying to evade police, like you cannot try to evade police for no reason, unless you did something that is illegal or not, like something bad. So that is the reason as to why this man here was trying to hop and then run away, right? Yeah. Liama Police Squad in Derbyshire, England. A man attempting to evade police by hopping farm fence was thwarted or blocked by 8 llamas that encircled and trapped him. The farm owner reported that the animals acted responsibly and efficiently to hold the suspect until officers arrived. Nice one. Moving on to weird story number 12. Boots glued to victim. That is the title, and then it says, detectives are investigating a fatal police encounter where a victim was found with boots literally glued to their feet. An OnlyFans model is currently facing preliminary hearing in connection with the unusual case. Yes. So this is a lady. Yeah. Wow. So I had to at least go and do some research to find like what does OnlyFans mean. I normally come across this term, but I've really never like got interest to at least know more about this. But I came to realize, or maybe I learned, that OnlyFans is an internet content paid subscription service based in London, England, in England, which shows big people content. I do not really want to use the other term, but it shows big people content. I believe you understand what I mean by big people content. Amazing. So friend, we have to finish these weird stories. There are 30. So I'm in number 12. We have a very long way to go, but we will make it. We will reach there. So on to weird story number 13. The donkey getaway. Now listen to this. In Kayseri, Turkey, a 26-year-old man broke into a jewelry shop using a heavy lifting machine to smash through shutters. After stealing 150 grams of gold, he made his bizarre escape on a donkey, which eventually helped police track his slow-moving route. So this guy here, like according to me, this guy here actually never wanted to escape, because if he really wanted to run away, he could have maybe even gone by foot. Like, how can you run away using a donkey? Donkeys we normally see donkeys are used to carry load, like luggage, from a certain area to a certain area. We have the people who are river lake Nilotes from the river. We call them, in my mother tongue, we call them Abagere. The Luo people, that is. There are some who normally come from all the way their place, Lower Nyanza. They come to this area here, Gusii Islands, and then they come to sell what we call, there is a certain, we call it Tebara. I do not really know the English name for that, but they normally come all the way using the donkey, and they actually do not sit on the donkey. They only use the donkeys to carry that Evara, and then they used to come with those donkeys with that Evara. Evara is something whitish which looks like sand soil, though not sand. And then when you put it, maybe you want to cook something very fast, you use it. Yeah. So when in the past, when my people used to maybe want to cook what we call beans, they would use it. Like, it makes food like cook faster. Yeah, that is the correct term. So the donkey getaway in Kayseri, Turkey. A 26-year-old man broke into a jewelry shop using heavy lifting machine to smash through shutters. After stealing 150 grams of gold, he made his bizarre escape on a donkey, which eventually helped police track his slow movement. So this guy actually wasn't really trying to escape. This man here, it's like he wanted to create a scene, because you cannot steal and then try to escape using a donkey. You cannot really tell me this guy was confused. He thought the donkey was a horse. Can you really tell me that? Do you really believe that? A donkey and a horse, they are very different. Very, very different. So there's no way you can tell me this guy thought, or maybe believed, a donkey could run. Okay, they do run. I've seen a few competitions on the, at the coast in Kenya, coast Kenya. I've seen them in there is a island known as, what is the name of the island? Why am I forgetting that island? So the island actually does not really, there are no vehicles in that island. So they use donkeys like their means of transportation. Maybe someday I'll want to visit that place so that I can also, I want to, I'm somebody who really loves to know things. Yeah. So I'd want to visit the place and then have a walk in that island so that I can understand, so there are no vehicles there. They only use what we call bicycles. I'm not really sure if maybe they do nowadays. They have motorbikes, but they used to use bicycles back then. So I'm not really sure if nowadays they have motorbikes. So this guy wasn't, according to me, wasn't trying to escape, but he was trying to create a scene, and he got it. He got what he was looking for. Weird story number 13. Moving on to weird story number 14. So, stolen weight loss drugs. That is the title, and then it says, in St. Albans, UK, 3 men have been charged following a bizarre heist targeting weight loss medications. The specialized theft has drawn attention due to the high black market demand for such treatments. So the other day we were talking about this incident whereby people, these were actually men, 3 men, right? They were 3 in number. So these men actually here, they broke they never broke. They're saying stolen weight loss drugs in St. Albans, UK. 3 men have been charged following a bizarre heist targeting weight loss medications. The specialized theft has drawn attention due to the high black market demand for such treatments. You see, what I was saying is you can really lose weight without using these drugs. And also these people here, there are people who love using shortcuts to at least get what they want in life. At the same time, shortcuts normally, like their duration, like their expiry date is very, very low. Like shortcuts never really last. They take a very short time. So these people here stole weight loss medication. And because you do not really have to use medicine to lose weight. You can lose weight on your own without medication, because medication also has side effects. You can take it and then in the long run it will maybe bring a certain effect to your body. They say every action has a reaction. So losing weight is actually a process. You cannot wake up in the morning and then maybe after 1 week like you've lost weight. It really, okay, you can, though not like as much, but at least you can, what you can do is begin by fasting. Fasting can really help you lose weight. I saw somebody writing a certain thing on social media saying, kindly advise me on how to lose weight, but do not really tell me to fast. Fasting has to be out of the equation. So your body really, actually, at times your body needs some time after you've taken meals. Your body needs at least some time to maybe like break that whatever you took down. So maybe let me give you an example here. Maybe you eat supper or dinner at around 6 p.m. or 7 p.m. in the evening. So this food that you ate at 7 p.m. or 6 p.m. will be in your system until the following day, midday. So there is no need for you to take breakfast. Breakfast is not really like it doesn't really add anything to your body. So you can skip breakfast. If you want to lose weight, you see, the thing is, most people normally when we go to bed, your mind is like, so tomorrow breakfast I'll eat maybe bread and tea. So you've set your mind already, like tomorrow I'll eat bread and tea for breakfast. So when you get to that tomorrow morning, you're already feeling hungry, like you need food. But when you go to bed and then you do not really think about breakfast, what is on your mind is tomorrow lunch I'll take A and B. So you'll be like, you'll go all the way to lunch, then you go to eat. So here in between, breakfast is actually the most useless food we human beings take. Like it does not really help your body. So the food that you ate last night can be in your system until the following day, midday, the following day. So if you want to reduce weight, begin from that. Like avoid breakfast, avoid sugar, and what else? Wheat, if possible, or maybe reduce wheat. You can really decrease, you can cut weight. It's that simple. So you do not need any medication to reduce weight. So these people here were arrested because they tried to steal weight loss medication. So people in the US, the UK, it's like they are, okay, I do not want to say that. So that was a bizarre story, a weird story number 14. Moving on, friend, to bizarre or weird story number 15, Olympic fugitive caught. That is the title. And then it says, a man who had been a fugitive for 16 years was finally apprehended when he surfaced at the 2026 Winter Olympics in Italy. He was recognized by authorities while attempting to watch a hockey game. So this man here has been in hiding for the past 16 years, sorry. 16 years is a very long time. Maybe even got to a point whereby he forgot that I'm a wanted fugitive, and then he went to watch a hockey match. So maybe at the time that the word came out that he was wanted, maybe there were policemen who by now have gone to, like, they've retired. So maybe this guy assumed, like, because it has taken too long, the police won't even recognize me, so I'll just go and enjoy this hockey game. So unfortunately, while this guy was at the match, police recognized him and then arrested him. Yeah. So maybe that was actually, what can I say, sad, interesting, sad and interesting both. It was sad for the man, and it was maybe interesting for the police officers. Like, this man, we've been searching for this individual for the past 16 years. 16 years is a very long period of time, and now he's just here. Like, it's like he's brought himself to us. So what we'll do is just take him in. He has actually, like, made our work easier. Wow. So that was weird story number 15. Moving on, friend. Remember, there are 30 in total, so we are halfway. Yeah. So weird story number 16. Backpack cops arrested after police found his wife's mutilated remains inside the backpack he was carrying during a routine patrol. You kill your wife, and then you cut her into pieces, and then you put her in a bag, you carry it, and you walk around with her in your back. This guy is, I believe, like, okay, according to me, I believe this guy was or is not mentally stable. You see, a wife is actually a person you love. You cannot wife somebody you do not love. I believe it never happens that way. A wife, you have to love this lady to make her your wife. So this man here, I do not really know, like, what led to him murdering the wife and then cutting her into pieces and then carrying her in Nairobi. They're saying, where is it? Yeah, in Nairobi. Nairobi is the capital city of Kenya. Yeah. That is a very, it's really sad, inhuman. You're cutting somebody into pieces. Like, where do you get that courage from? Wow. So this man here killed the wife. He's in custody actually. Or maybe did he do it? Or maybe somebody did it and then forced him to carry her. But according to the police investigation, says this guy actually did it and then carried her. Where was he even taking her? Okay, friend, let's move from that traumatizing story. So onto the 17th, dog carnival protest. That is the title, and then it says in Rio de Janeiro, I believe is in Brazil, owners and their pets participated in the Blackout Dog Parade, using the festive event to protest animal cruelty following a recent high-profile case in Brazil. So these people here were like protesting against animal cruelty. There are people normally who are very, very cruel to animals. Like, you see, an animal is not really very different from we. So there are people, maybe if you see a cat, you want to kick it because it's a cat. If you see a dog, you want to stone it because it's a dog. If maybe you come across okay, there is a story that happened in the village, here in the village, whereby somebody went and took somebody's cow and then went and tied the cow to a tree, tied in such a way that the head was tied very close to the tree, and then the legs were also tied like it was tied in a tree, like this way actually. So there's a cow and then it's tied to a tree. And then after tying that, this person actually cut the udder, slit it, cut it off, like it was a cow that was being milked. So after tying the cow in that inhumane way, he cut off the udder, and then this person walked away. So I was actually asking myself, like, why would, if maybe you had an argument with somebody, your neighbor, why would you take the anger to his livestock? The cow head knew nothing actually about what happened. Or maybe let's assume this cow went into this person's farm and then maybe ate what we call maize plantation. This person is actually supposed to come to the owner and tell the owner that, my friend, you see, your cow came into my farm and ate what I planted. If maybe they cannot come into an agreement, we have people like village elders. Now this is where they come in. So the village elder will come, sit with you both, and then try to get a solution to that. In Swahili we normally say, penye wazee hapaharibiki jambo. Like where men are seated, where men are discussing, nothing ever goes wrong. Like they'll always find a solution to maybe if a problem arises. So maybe this person here, the cow ate. You see, the cow does not really think like we human beings. Like maybe I cut the rope that was tying me. So after cutting that rope, I'm not supposed to go to this farm. I'm supposed to go home and maybe rest. So the cow really does not think that way. So it cut the rope, went into somebody's farm, and this person maybe came and confronted the owner, and the owner maybe answered back rudely, and this person then planned like, okay, Is that the way we want it to be? Okay, it will go to that direction. So this person here decided, like, I'll not punish you, I'll punish the cow that came into my farm. So this person tied the cow to a tree, onto a tree, and then cut off the udder. You see, a cow cannot even scream, like, ask, why are you killing me? Or did I do what? So animal cruelty. And also the people who have the tendency of kicking dogs, kicking cats, that is inhuman. You see, treat that cat the way, if maybe put yourself in that. Okay, cats never really wear shoes, but put yourself in that cat's position. Like, if you were a cat, could you really like it when somebody came and kicked you? Maybe you are strolling, or maybe going maybe somewhere. Cats are normally, like, they love walking everywhere. So you are walking, maybe you are a cat, and then somebody finds you and then kicks you. Just imagine you are the cat. Could you really like it? Just imagine you are this cat have survived. So when that incident took place during the night, and when the owners were waking up in the morning, they found their cow was dead. So friend, actually, kindly, if you are joining us now, support us by subscribing, and we will really appreciate so much. So this cow here, friend, died. And then the sad thing is, they're not really going to find out who killed the cow, but they have a suspect. They do have a suspect, but they do not know. They do not have evidence to link him direct to the cow's death. And in the village, normally, like, we do not have things like CCTVs, whereby maybe you can go to the CCTV and then go through the footage and then find who did it. In the village, we do not have such. So if nobody saw you, then you're free. Like, you'll go scot-free. Nothing will happen to you. You'll not be punished. But the thing is, we are human beings. We are supposed to be the Bible says God put us in charge of this, of earth, of where we are living. So if you are in charge, like, you are a leader, so you're supposed to take care of others, not only people. When I say others, I mean including animals. Of course, we have animals that can try to kill you, like maybe if you meet a lion, obviously. But also, God designed the earth in such a way that animals have their own place. Though at times they break into our own place, but we also have, like, the people who are in charge, like game rangers and such people who are in charge. Like, if an animal broke from where it was supposed to be and then it came to where humans live, you can call these people and then they'll come and take the animal away. So that is taking care of the animals, right? So let us be, can I use the word civilized? Yeah, let's be civilized. Let us at least try to take care of ourselves, and also take care of our animals, like, take care of everything, in short. So friend, that was weird story number 17, dog carnival protest. In Rio de Janeiro, owners and their pets participated in the blackout dog parade, using the festive event to protest animal cruelty following a recent high-profile case in Brazil. Moving on to the 18th weird story or bizarre story. Strange discovery in Makueni. Oh my. Okay, in Kenya, a bizarre baby casket was discovered containing a bloody note with a list of 9 local leaders, causing widespread of fear in the community. So somebody wrote a note, and then like applied blood on it. After applying blood on the note, he went and brought a coffin, a baby coffin. Before applying blood, he wrote names of local leaders. For example, yeah, my note is actually written, though not clear. My light has let me down. I apologize for that. So today my light has really let me down, but we'll use what we have. So this person here wrote a note, wrote names of local leaders on a note, and then went and brought blood, applied it on the note, and then bought a coffin and put the note inside the coffin, and then took it somewhere and left it there in a county known as Makueni, Kenya. So that incident has actually caused fear among the community. In Makueni, the people out here, most people like I'm in Kenya, so we normally hear stories of Makueni whereby they say that like Makueni has what we call witchcraft is being practiced there. So because we've never really seen like real witchcraft being practiced, we assume maybe it might not be true. Maybe it might be like there are people who really do not like people from Makueni, so they want to at least make them like we say in Swahili we say kuwachomea, like making them look bad. Like, yeah, I believe I'm using the right English. Like they do not really like people from Makueni. They want nothing to do with them, because reason, they believe they practice witchcraft. And now here is a story, a weird story or a bizarre story, now confirming that this witchcraft is being practiced in Makueni. A baby casket. So this person really went far. Okay, to be honest, personally, I'm not really surprised, because this not really like, okay, it might cause some fear, but to me it's not really scaring me at all. But there are people who like a coffin and then somebody's name was inside. So what was the intention of this guy, the guy who did this? Yeah, it's really very, very weird. Strange discovery in Makueni. In Kenya, a bizarre baby casket was discovered containing a bloody note with a list of 9 local leaders, causing widespread of fear in the community. So this person actually wrote 9 names of local leaders. So they take, or maybe you've wronged someone, these leaders actually come together and then they decide like what is supposed to be done to this person. Is this supposed to maybe go to jail or maybe be fined? So these local leaders actually might have maybe done something that triggered somebody, and these are the consequences. Like, you did this, okay, I'll do this. I'll write your names, put them in a coffin. So in short, it's like this person is actually sending a message. I might not take it serious, but the people from Makueni obviously know that this person is sending a message that these 9 leaders might actually, I do not want to use that name. Wow. It's really shocking. So this is where we human beings have got to. Like, if you wrong me, I'm going to look for a way to punish you. Why can't we leave that to God or the universe? Personally, if somebody wrongs me, I'm leaving you to the universe to deal with you. I'll not deal with you in any way. I'll just leave the universe and God to deal with you. But this person here went very far. It's really strange. Moving on, friend. That was weird story number 18. On to the weird story number. Police in Dubai recently dismantled organized networks where beggars were using luxury cars and carrying large amounts of hidden cash to exploit public kindness. So these people actually in Dubai, you see, when you say, like, when you mention Dubai, it's like in my village actually, when you mention Dubai, people see Dubai like a small heaven. So in this small heaven, there are people who are like going to the streets and then begging. After begging, they go and board their luxury cars and go home. Really? Like, you have your, as somebody said that Mercedes Benz, was it a Mercedes or what was it? BMW. Like in Dubai, BMWs are used like Uber cars. So that is not a luxury car in Dubai. So in Dubai now, let's assume somebody has a Lamborghini. Yeah, let's use that. So you have your own Lamborghini, and then you go to the streets, you sit the way Inumak is seated right here, and then you begin begging. Please help me with 100 dirham. What actually do they use? Which currency? Dirham? Lira? Okay, whatever currency they use. You're very rich. You have your own Lamborghini somewhere parked, and then you come and sit on the streets. You have something you're using to beg with. Please help me with some change, if you have, kindly, please. And then after begging, you go. You see, these people here actually, with that story, where is it? Yeah, I'm trying to get it. So these people here were actually caught with $6,800 stashed in their cars. 6,800. So somebody has this amount of money in his car, and then he is out here begging, like, please help me. But unfortunately, these people here, their network was brought down by the police, which is a very good thing. Yeah, because this is not really good. Like, we have people who are suffering. a lot. People with nothing, completely nothing. People who cannot actually buy food, put food on their table. People who cannot even buy clothes to wear. People who do not even have homes to stay in. When it rains, the rain pours on them in the streets. They sleep on the verandas, very cold verandas in the streets. Like, they do not really know what they are going to eat tomorrow. So it's up to God, our Creator, up to protect and provide for them, because they really have nowhere or no place to find food or maybe clothing. So they depend on people. Maybe if you pass by using, maybe carrying. So they actually kindly friend also. This is my humble request, that if you have clothes that are maybe you do not wear anymore, clothes that you maybe they are too big for you, maybe you are, let's say, huge, of let's say fat, and then you reduced them, kindly take those clothes and give them to the people in the streets. Do not really go to burn them. Kindly give those people those clothes so that they can at least change and wear them. It will be really nice. Be there for each other. Let us support each other. Let us at least help each other where we can. If you are in a position to help a brother or a sister, kindly do not hesitate. Just help them, because you never know tomorrow. Maybe this person will actually come to help your child, your brother, your daughter, your father, your mother. You see? Do not really if you are blessed, you have enough, do not really eat alone. Share. So if you see me maybe in the streets, or maybe we meet anywhere, and then you have, God has blessed you, do not really at least share kindly. I can see Jamie, Jamie's, okay, your name is Jamie Sawkins. Oh, hello Jamie, how are you? I hope you're doing great. Thank you for the comment, we really appreciate. Thank you very much. We hope, or I hope you're doing great. Hello again Jamie, thank you very much. So what I was saying is, if God has blessed you, do not really be stingy. At least take something small to give to those who do not really have. It will go a very long way. At least share. If God has blessed you, and if you do not have, someday you'll be blessed. Someday you'll get. That is the hope that we live with. Like someday we are going to make it, and then we are going to help other people, so that we move forward together. So that not like you are blessed and then you begin to see other people like they're not people, they do not deserve. You see, that is the reason as to why I said, if you have clothes that you do not really, I've seen you, Jamie. Thank you very much. You're saying it's me, Mark. Yeah, welcome again. Yeah, I think I never saw you a message last night. I hope you're doing great. Yeah, I hope you're doing fine. I'm also fine, and I'm very happy to see you, Jamie. So friend, if you're blessed, also extend that blessing to somebody, because they say when you give, God rewards you. You get a reward. Like the more you give, the more you get. The less you give, the less you get. So it does not really like happen like you only give and then you do not get. You give and you get in return. So that was our weird story number 19. Dubai's luxury begging networks. Police in Dubai recently dismantled organized networks where beggars were using luxury cars and carrying large amounts of hidden cash to exploit public kindness. That is very, very wrong. Hello, Jamie. That is very, very wrong. So, friend, do not act like these people. It's really wrong. There are people actually who need real of people's kindness. Kindly do not do that. That is very, very wrong. So that was a bizarre, a weird story number 19. Jamie, you're asking, what is your favorite game? I actually love, I love every game. Every game. Sports, video games, like every game I played. I play every game. I cannot say that I have a favorite one. Whichever it is, if I know how to play it, we will play. So I believe I've answered you, Jamie. So moving on, friend, to weird story number 20. The Help Me Get Away. In Hialeah, Florida, a 26-year-old would-be thief found himself locked inside a landscaper's van after sneaking in to steal equipment. The owner unknowingly locked all the doors, trapping the suspect inside until police arrived to rescue him directly into custody. So this person here actually wanted to steal somebody's equipment. He got into this person's car, and then before he made it out, this person unknowingly locked the doors. So this thief was locked inside somebody's car until the police came and took him to custody. That is why I normally tell people, like, kindly do not wait for somebody to work very hard and you come to take what they've worked hard for. Also work hard. You see, we thieves have 2 arms, 2 legs. They can see, they can hear. When you have 2 arms, it means they and you are stealing, it means your arms are functional. If you have 2 legs and you're stealing, it means your legs are functional. So why can't you go out there and work like this person you want to steal from? Work, get money, buy whatever you want to buy. Do not really wait for somebody to work very hard and you come to steal from them. That is very bad. That is bad manners. Very wrong. Very, very wrong. So, friend, if you have the energy, the arms, the legs, you can work and avoid things like stealing. Stealing will actually, where I come from, if a thief is caught, you're either beaten by a mob. When I say beaten, I do not really mean like just being beaten. Like, I mean beaten. Or at times thieves actually get burnt alive. Yeah? You're a thief, yeah. You get caught and then you're burnt alive. Like somebody brings a tire, brings petrol, and then puts the tire on your neck, and then they apply petrol on it, tie your hands and your legs together, and then light fire on that tire on your neck. So you burn, you scream, nobody's coming. So at least maybe this person here, he got lucky, like the owner locked the door, waited for the police to come, and then handed this person over. If it was a place where I come from, this person could have not actually made it to the police or to custody. He could have been burnt alive. And then when the police arrive, they get like it's not a person anymore. They are coming to collect, what do we call it? The ashes, because the thief was burnt alive. So that is how the people from where I come from deal with thieves. So this guy here was lucky, like they helped me get away. In Hialeah, Florida, a 26-year-old would-be thief found himself locked inside a landscaper's van after sneaking in to steal equipment. The owner knowingly locked all the doors, trapping the suspect inside until police arrived to rescue him directly into custody. If this person happened to be where I come from, this could have been a different story. Very different. Yeah. So that is weird story number 20. So we have 9 more to go. On to weird story number 21. Drunken snooze in a stolen work van. That is the title, and then it says, a driver in Dubai discovered a stranger fast asleep inside his parked work vehicle after the intruder smashed a window during the night. The suspect was arrested on the spot for property damage and unauthorized alcohol consumption. So you see, these rules, for at times I like them, and if maybe they were applied in my country, Kenya, we could have at least been a very good country. You see, this person here is charged for unauthorized alcohol consumption. You see, people here, they normally, like somebody can wake up very early in the morning from his house and go to drink as early as 7 a.m. Today morning, actually, that happened. I normally, like, I sleep late. Like right now, it's around 3:24 a.m. So after doing my live stream, I normally extend my time in bed in the morning. So I woke up, today morning I woke up at around 9 a.m. So at around 7, 8 a.m. in the morning, somebody was passing by. We happened to live like by the road, beside the road. So somebody was passing here at around 7 in the a.m. drunk. And also the people here in the village, most, or maybe let me say some, after they drink, they become noisy. Like they make a lot of noise. So that person, after he came from where he was drinking, was really making a lot of noise. A lot. When I say a lot, I mean a lot. So imagine this person, if he was in, where is this place? Dubai. Yeah, that is unauthorized alcohol consumption. So you have to get an authorization before you take alcohol. That is very, very nice. I like that rule. And also this guy was actually arrested for property damage because they broke the windscreen with the, what do we call it? Window. He smashed that car's window. Yeah. So those are two crimes. Two crimes. All right, friend, moving on to the 22nd weird story. DMV appointment scalpers. Now listen to this. Scammers in Florida were caught booking free online appointments at the Department of Motor Vehicles DMV and reselling them to desperate drivers for $250 each. What? So they get it for free and then they sell at $250 each. That is around 2000, around 27,000 Kenyan shillings. Yeah, that is a lot of money actually. $250. A dollar, let me do that math. A dollar goes for 13K. Yeah? So $100, sorry. $100 go for 13K. So this is $250. How much? 250. Actually this is 25 times 13, 8, that is 6, 35, that is 2, 8, 11, carry on, 318, sorry, 318, and then 0, 1, 2, 3, 0, 0, 0, divided by 100. So 1, 2, 3. So this is 31,800 Kenyan shillings. Wow. Wow. 31,800. That is a lot of money. A lot. Yes, you heard me correct. That is a lot of money. 31,800 Kenyan shillings. $250. DMV appointment scalpers. Scammers in Florida were caught booking free online appointments at the Department of Motor Vehicles DMV and reselling them to desperate drivers for $250 each. Yeah. All right. That is 22nd weird story. Moving on to the 23rd. Living robot skin. You heard me correct. Living robot skin. Scientists have developed a living skin in quotes, for robots made from human cells. To keep the skin from drying out or peeling, the next proposed step is to pump it with blood. So this human skin has been made using human cells. Why are scientists doing this? Like very soon we are going to have Excuse me for that. I apologize for that. So very soon we are going to have robots who look like us. Robots who friend, this is really weird. Like a robot that has a skin similar to mine, and maybe if I happen to maybe scratch that robot, blood will come out. Remember, they are saying the next proposed stop or step is to pump it with blood, so it will have blood. Now I'm wondering, like, I'm questioning myself, I'm asking myself, where are they going to get this blood from? Yeah, they want to pump it with blood, but the question is, where are they going to get this blood from? Are they going to drain it from animals, or are they planning to take blood from people for this skin? That is a very complicated thing. And also my question, I believe, is really tricky. So that this is the time that I'm wishing, like, I wish I could meet these scientists to at least explain to me, like, where are you going to get blood to put into this robot's skin? And to begin with, why are they trying to make a human being? Like, why can't they maybe make something else and not human beings? Okay, you see, these are the type of people who actually happen to have a lot of cash, so they can do whatever they want. Yeah, so I cannot really ask too much about that, because this is somebody who wants to use his or her. We're just passing by. Moving on. 24. Number 24 of weird stories. Cat roof rider. Now listen to this. A cat named Ray Ray recently survived a 100-mile highway trip while accidentally clinging to the roof of its owner's van during a family move. Do you know how many kilometers make 100 miles? 160.9 kilometers actually make 100 miles. Oh my God. Yeah? Okay. So this Ray Ray actually, like, survived on a trip of 160.9 kilometers. That is a very far distance. It was actually on a highway. So the family was actually moving out, and maybe they tried to find Ray Ray and they couldn't. So they decided, like, because Ray Ray is not around, we'll just move without her or him. So they packed everything, and then they got into the car and they moved out. But immediately they arrived in their new destination or their new home, they found out Ray Ray was on the top of the vehicle. Cat roof rider. A cat named Ray Ray recently survived a 100-mile highway trip while accidentally clinging to the roof of its owner's van during a family move. Okay, Ray Ray. Ray Ray is a champion. Ray Ray did great. That wasn't easy, I'm sure about that. So that was weird story number 24. Moving on to weird story number 25. The armpit milk mystery. Listen. Medical journals today highlighted a rare case in Philippines where a woman's armpits began leaking milk. Doctors found she was born with extra breast tissue in her underarms that activated after she gave birth. Wow. So this lady actually has milk in her armpits. You see, armpits normally, obviously, they sweat. So that is the first thing that, like, she cannot feed the child using that milk from the under armpit. And also that milk, maybe when it comes in contact with your cloth, remember you're not feeding this child because that armpit is obviously salty, like it has a lot of germs. Now it's really tricky for this parent. Like, how is she going to take that milk out of her breast, now her armpit? Wow, it will be very stressful, but I am wishing her the best. We hope for the best. Yeah. So friend, it's around 3:37 a.m. and I've not yet slept. Yeah, I'm supposed to sleep so that tomorrow I can at least be productive, but I'm not sleeping before we complete these weird stories from across the world. So the armpit milk, that was weird story number 25. Medical doctors found she was born with extra breast tissue in her underarms that activated after she gave birth. Bizarre story number 25. Moving on to bizarre story, weird story number 26. Bill dodging armpit hair. So we are still in the armpits. Bill dodging armpit hair. An Australian restaurant released CCTV footage of a man who allegedly placed his own armpit hair in his meal in a desperate attempt to get his bill comped. So, man, is this where we've got to? Like, you go into an hotel, you eat, then you discover you have no money. So how are you going to get out of that hotel? Because you cannot really get out before you pay. You have to pay for the food that you've eaten and then you walk out. So this guy here thought the best idea is to insert his hand into his the armpit and then pulled hairs. After pulling them, he put them in the food, and then he never wanted to pay. He called the waitress and waiters, hey, come and see, what have you done? Like, why does my food have hairs? So when these people went to the CCTV cameras to confirm, they found this guy had, like, you see, that is disgusting at the same time. Very, very disgusting. Very. Bill dodging armpit hair. An Australian restaurant released CCTV footage of a man who allegedly placed his own armpit hair in his meal in a desperate attempt to get his bill comped. Say, man, do not be like that. Do not be like this person here. If you do not have money for food, you do not go to a hotel, eat, and then very sad, very bad. That's actually bad manners. Weird story. That was weird story number 26. We are remaining with around 4, just 4, and then we wrap it up. So on to weird story number 27. Frozen swan rescue. Emergency responders in New York had to rescue a mute swan that landed on a frozen pool and ended up with its backside literally frozen on the ice. This is really good. This is nice. So these people here, the emergency response team, they saved this swan, which almost died after it landed on a frozen pond. Yeah, that is the reason as to why I was saying, like, we shouldn't really like hit or chase away animals or birds who are put in this world to take care of them. So why would you want to punish a bird that has not sinned, a bird that has no beef with you? Yeah. So these guys are here actually, emergency response team. They saved this one, and this one went away, which is a very, very good thing to do. Very nice. So that was our weird story number 27. Moving on. Sandwich and lesser charges. New federal tracking reports detailed bizarre cases, including a man who was acquitted after throwing a sub sandwich at an immigration officer, and another accused of aiming a laser pointer at the Marine One presidential helicopter. So there was a guy who actually, like, is what do we call it? His crime was acquitted. After you see this thing is really very confusing. I'm trying to understand it and I'm not really getting it. Like, how can you throw sub sandwich to an immigration officer? If maybe let's say you are a citizen of that country, you're being disrespectful. You cannot do that. And also there is a man who was aiming a laser pointer at the Marine One presidential helicopter. You see, some people, we normally, in where I come from, we normally say unacheza na shilingi kwa tundu la shimo. Like in translation is, you're playing with a coin on top of a hole. Like there is a hole below here, and then you're playing with you're just tossing your coin. It's like it's kind of warning, like you're not supposed to do that. It's dangerous. Your coin will end up at the bottom of that hole or ditch. So this person here is flashing. Where did I see that? Yeah, aiming, actually not flashing, aiming a laser pointer at the Marine One presidential helicopter. Also, friend, kindly, if you're joining us, support us by subscribing, and we will really appreciate so much. So this person here was actually playing with the coin on top of a ditch. Very, very sad and very confusing. So that is our bizarre story number 28. And then moving on, almost done actually. Florida, okay. Cocaine sharks. There is a question mark over there. Cocaine sharks. So marine biologists of the coast of Florida are investigating whether sharks are ingesting bales of cocaine dumped by smugglers after observing crazy, in quotes, crazy behavior, like sharks swimming in a tight circles or staring at nothing. So these sharks actually are taking cocaine. Yeah. Okay. They are investigating actually. So the sharks are not really taking cocaine. But I'm trying to imagine like a shark that is taking cocaine, not actually taking, but a shark that is an addict to cocaine in water. Obviously, it will be very jumpy, it will be everywhere. And maybe it has been an addict and then there is no more cocaine in the waters. What will happen? It will be messy actually. I've seen how addicts behave when they've not got what they are craving for. I've seen what happens. So these sharks are actually like swimming in a very tight circles. Swimming in very tight circles and also staring at nothing. Like, okay, I blinked. They're not blinking, obviously staring. To stare is just to look. Wow. Okay. So that was our weird story number 29. Sorry, there are that in total. So we are almost done. Cocaine sharks. Marine biologists of the coast of Florida are investigating whether sharks are ingesting bales of cocaine dumped by smugglers after observing crazy in quotes behavior, like sharks swimming in a tight circles or staring at nothing. That is weird. That is very, very weird. And also, if sharks are eating or maybe taking cocaine, then there is a possibility the people in Florida, you see the people normally come to fish, right? So before the shark like takes this cocaine, remember the cocaine is packed in bales, so it has to like bite through and then consume it. So also there are fish in this area here that maybe fishermen come and fish and then they take them. So this fish could actually also be like, this water now has cocaine in it, so these fish are swimming through and then they come in contact. You see a fish normally, like, water has to go through it and then there's a space somewhere behind the head where water comes out, like their mouth is always open and then the water passes through and then comes out on the other side. So if that water goes through that fish, obviously the fish is also like has taken the cocaine. And now assume the fishermen have come and then they've fished those fish and then they've taken them and now they're going to sell them and people are going to eat that, and people maybe are going to like start craving such fish. That is just my imagination. I hope it won't happen that way. I hope the people in Florida are not going to be addicts of cocaine. And I hope that these smugglers will stop dumping those cocaine bales in the water. I hope so. But now, since the story is actually out, it's like speaking, like it's an indication. Maybe they've been known, like their transportation route has been known. So maybe they'll stop dumping the cocaine in those waters. Let's hope that. So on to the last. We've actually been here for the past 2 hours 7 minutes, so we are about to finish. Kindly, the last one is octopus punching fish. That is the last one. So that is the title, and then it says divers have captured footage of octopuses punching fish for no apparent reason while hunting together. Scientists believe it's either to keep the fish in line or purely out of spite. So this is actually not the first time I'm reading this story here, and also the stories that I've been reading, the stories that we covered all through this week. Like since last week on Saturday, I had to pick like a few so that I'd redo them, because I believe there are people who maybe never got the chance to at least listen to this. Now they're getting the chance to listen. So octopus punching fish. Yeah, I believe we all know what octopus is. Like it's a creature with a lot of the legs or arms, and then it's boneless. It can even go through a very tiny hole. Yeah, you maybe might think that you're maybe trying to at least take it. It's also eaten. I saw some people eating it, and I also could like to test that someday, to eat octopus. So this octopus actually was seen punching a fish for no apparent reason. So like they were swimming together, and then the octopus punched the fish. Hey, maybe it feasted the fish. But they're saying scientists believe it's either to keep fish in line, or maybe they were looking for food, like trying to find food, and then the fish might have wanted to go the other way, and then the octopus punched the fish and told the fish were they even communicating, or how? I have no idea. Maybe they have a certain language they communicate with in the waters. So friend, scientists believe it's either to keep the fish in line or purely out of spite. So we've been here for a very, very long time, and it's 3:54 a.m. in the morning here in Kenya, East Africa. So again, I'll apologize for my light today. My light really let me down big time. Let me down big time, if I may use that. So friend, have it nice. We will meet in our next stream. Stay safe. My name is Ino Mark 29. It's a bye for now.